Monday morning. I've just written a post which I'm going to put up in a minute, but I wanted to talk about it as well because it's a long post anyway, and I know that some people can't really be bothered reading the long post, which is fine. But there was more I wanted to say on it, so I thought I'd turn it into a video. It's a little bit about psychology of happiness. I've been reading a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Really good book. If you're into reading or audio books or whatever, just get it. The Slight Edge, Jeff Olson. He talks a lot about doing simple things every day to get you wherever it is you want to be. Saying how small things are easy to do every day, but they're also easy not to do every day, and then that choice that you make is going to take you in the direction that it takes you. So on the post that I'm going to put up in a minute, it's about happiness, and it's about the psychology part of it. Is that over the last 100 years or whatever, psychology has been focused on the things that basically are going wrong with people. The way he describes it is psychology is generally being bottom of the cliff, whereas at the turn of the century, in the early 2000s, positive psychology was born, which is more about the ambulance being at the top of the cliff. So we're talking about being proactive to support you being happier in yourself. And I suppose that's what this whole group is about. It's about finding ways to be happier in yourself. So if you've only just joined the group, look back on the videos and the posts that are put up every day, because it's all about trying to create these positive habits to create happiness in yourself. Because happiness isn't something that happens to you, it's something that's already there. You've just got to find it, and you've got to find what makes you happy. And the post that I'm putting up is about finding the small things that make you happy every day, and doing them every day consistently, because that's what will bring that happiness to yourself and your family. Because I think the importance about positive psychology is the fact that, and this is what baffles me, for me, it still doesn't seem that meditation and mindfulness is embedded in our curriculum as a world, really, because everything that you read about positive psychology is about meditation and mindfulness and good habits and all these things, but we don't teach it to children, not yet anyway. We're on a mission to sort that out, but if that's been around for 20 years plus, why hasn't it happened already? Why isn't it coming from government level, from world leader level, to make sure that our children are being taught about positive psychology and being taught these habits, everyday habits that create happiness? Because we're only just learning about it, really. Excuse me again. We're only just learning about it. So everything that you're starting to understand, if you are starting to understand a lot of what we're talking about here, and if you're starting to read a lot yourselves and starting to delve into the type of things that we're talking about on this group and elsewhere where you're probably looking as well, teach it to your children. But I think that you've got to learn it. Like, I had to learn it before I could start talking about it like this, and I'm still learning about it now and always will be. But I think you've got to start living it to teach it, and you want to teach it to your children. So I think that's got to start with us as the adults. So have a look at the post that I'm putting up. Have a think about it. If any more questions or whatever, get in touch. But The Slight Edge is a good book. Another good book is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. So that's a great book. They're two books. If you're gonna do anything this week, maybe get Audible. I think there's some free stuff on Audible at the moment if you don't like reading, or buy them or whatever. and start having a read of those books, because they're all about positive psychology. Which again, like I say, I'll reiterate it, that's the ambulance being at the top of the cliff rather than the ambulance being at the bottom of the cliff. So, I mean, there's so much I want to say regarding that concept of of where that ambulance is placed, because of the systems that we've got in place at the moment, and the fact that CAMs are so inundated and overworked. And for me, the reason that's happening is because there's not enough being done in regard to positive psychology, but there's all the information's there, so why isn't it getting used? Hopefully that's going to change, because there's a lot of people on a mission to make sure this is becoming embedded within our children, because the belief is that if we can embed these good habits and this understanding of positive psychology into our children from an early age, then the need for these systems, for CAMs and these agencies won't be as high, because we've been proactive about stopping it happening for future generations. But that's a whole other concept that I could talk for another 20 minutes about, but I won't go on. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this little video today, and hopefully it's given you a little bit of a positive bit of oomph for a Monday morning. So let's start as we mean to go on. I'll put the post up in a minute. Any questions or anything, give us a shout, and enjoy your day, enjoy your week. I'll see you soon.